Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I'm back for another 90-day fiance before the 90 days. Okay, so before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to become Patreons or become members to my channel, support my content so I can keep giving you better content. Thank you so very much. Leave a list down below of shows that I am not already reviewing, okay? Don't ask me about Power. Don't ask me about Love and Hip Hop New York. Don't ask me about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Anything that I've already reviewed, I'm going to review again. Power, American Horror Story, I'll probably try to review that one again. I don't know, because last season I wasn't really feeling it like that. But we'll see. I think I'm going to, I might do like a wrap up of Euphoria. Like, watch all of it, make some notes, and come to y'all and talk about like specific moments in Euphoria. We might do that, because a lot of y'all were asking about that, but it's, already over. And the same thing with Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight is on season 9, like episode 9 or episode 10 or something like that. So y'all have already been watching this for long enough. So I might do like a mashup of these shows that are kind of already really into their seasons. But y'all comment down below if it's not something I don't already review. Okay, you guys can check out my playlists. My playlists have usually almost all of the videos and shows that I do set up in playlists, so you guys can see which ones I already do. So yeah, before we got into the notes, now let's get into the notes. So y'all, Avery does not have her cell phone, but she is rushing to get on this plane. Her mom wants to stop and try to find out where her phone is, but she like, I gotta catch this plane. So she gets on the plane, goes through all the layovers, finally gets to Lebanon where they're going, but Omar's from Syria. But they're going to stay at a hotel where they're going to get married in Lebanon. When they get to the airport, they done lost all their luggage. She don't care about that neither. All she care about is seeing Omar. All right, so we finally get to see Omar ourselves. We see him check into the hotel. He tells us how it hasn't been safe in Syria since 2011 when the war started. And he's never had a girlfriend before. He's never kissed a girl before. He's obviously never had sex before. And he and Avery talk about her past before she became Muslim. And he's not comfortable with that. He doesn't want to talk about that. And that is going to become an issue. Because at the end of the day, even though she is a Muslim woman, she is an American Muslim woman. Somebody who was born and raised in the ideals of being an American woman. And we have more freedoms. So we expect to have those same freedoms, even though we're giving up some of them to be Muslim. Covering up your hair, changing how you dress, that's giving up certain freedoms to do something that you want to do. And that's fine. But I don't think she's fully prepared for what this is going to mean for her all in all, rights-wise. Meaning if something happens to you there, it happened. Now what? But because, you're a woman and you're from America, you think they're going to care? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're at war with us right now. And she wants to move there after the wedding to be in Syria. And I'm just kind of like, girl, you do not know what you're signing yourself up for. I think you think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. So when she gets to the airport, he has flowers for her. Y'all know they got to do the hug and the embrace and all of that. And they can't really be too, touchy-feely with one another because of his culture. But that's what they're doing. they're hugging and holding hands. And he's never, held a girl's hand before. And I'm just kind of like, I know you're doing it for your religion, but I'm just not looking forward to having sex with somebody that hasn't even held someone's hand yet. I'm just not looking forward to that. When they get in a taxi, like most other countries, the driving is shit. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, almost every other place I've been to, the driving has almost gave me a heart attack, okay? And, maybe not like, no, in Italy too. Those little bitty cars that everybody has, yeah, no, that made me nervous too. When you out of town, like, it is what it is. But she's like, are they supposed to be driving over the lines like that? It's like, Mom, please just be quiet, because you're annoying the shit out of me and Avery right now. I think Omar might even be a little bit aggravated by her. She, you know what I'm saying? Are they supposed to be doing that? Like, oh my God, least of your worries. Least of your worries. Then they pass a bar and she makes a joke that maybe she'll go there and drink since they don't drink. And it's like, like, we're going to have to go through this the whole time. So they get to the hotel, and because he is very respectful of his religion, You know, unlike some other people on the show, he's going to stay in a separate hotel room, and she and her mom are going to stay in another one until they get married. And then after the wedding, they can do whatever they want to do. And I'm like, girl, and that's probably a limited list of things. Because it's like, girl, what do he know how to do? So her mom asked if she still wants to marry him, and she says 100%. I'm like, they've been there for 5 minutes. Why do you think she's changed her mind since y'all got here? Why? Okay? And she still ain't told that mama about her planning to move to Syria. So yeah, y'all reminded me that Avery was 19. I forgot how old she was. But yeah, she's 19. This is a bit much. Like, I'm looking forward to how this is all gonna break down, because I'm sure it is. So you guys, Darcy lands, okay? And she goes in the bathroom for 45 minutes to figure out what she's going to wear, which boot, which heel, okay? Find out what outfit she's gonna wear, clean herself up, put on perfume, spray her face, spray her hair, redo her makeup. It was a lot to go and see this dude. And the whole time she's doing this, I'm like, girl, you could have got your own hotel room and had him drop you off at your hotel. Then you could have got yourself together and met him. I don't understand why you want to stay in a hotel room with somebody you just met anyway. Like, I'm sorry, but I would want my own hotel room. Like, I would want my own space to think and decompress from whenever we have our interaction. So I just kind of feel as if Darcy is being thirsty again. Like, she shouldn't have even had to do all of this to go and meet him. Like, I'm coming there. It's a long ass flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does all of this even matter? She already looks super cute. They was just going to get something to eat. But I guess because it's in England, everybody wants to be prim and proper until it comes time to take off panties. And then everything isn't as prim and proper, is it? And then when it comes to the dental, because, like, I don't know what's happening, but the dental. So in the car, she's excited. You know, she's so happy. She's finally going to be with someone who's going to respect her, make her feel like she is so deserving. And I'm just kind of looking at her like, everything you are looking for in a man, you need to already have in yourself as a 44-year-old grown-ass woman with teenage kids. You need to already have what you looking for in him. You should feel like you deserve to be treated well. You should feel like you are deserving. You should feel like you should get the world from whoever you with. I'm telling y'all right now, listen to me. Stop accepting anything from a man for whatever reason. Stop doing that shit. Because the more you allow people to fuck over you for the sake of whatever you think, you know, you getting out of the deal, the more they feel they can do. So they're going to continue to step on you until you can't be stepped on no more. So do yourself a favor, set your fucking boundaries, and don't be so thirsty for a man to where you're giving up so much of yourself to be in a relationship with somebody that you don't even know. Because Darcy is doing too much to me, for me, just off rip. Of general purposes, doing way too much for a man she has never met. And that is bothersome to me. Because when she gets there to meet him at the restaurant, he's been sending her pictures from the 90s, okay? And he's about 20 pounds heavier than he was in any of those pictures where he looks like Mayhem. Because Mayhem is fine, okay? Mayhem is fine and rough around the edges and giving you, you know what I'm saying? He's giving you that. And it's in shape because he plays a cop all the time. And he's in the Mayhem commercials, which obviously require a lot of stunt doubles. But she flipping herself inside out so she can pull up to the restaurant with fucked up teeth, a little extra neck, and a big belly. Mother, you got me fucked up. Oh, you got me fucked up. Not today, not the one. Fucked up. Shout out to Amanda Seales, because y'all got me fucked up with this. Darcy, please get some self-esteem, sis. Find a therapist that can help you, because this is just ridiculous. Tom goes to get his hair cut, get himself prepared, get them locks all curled and salt and peppery, ready for his lady Darcy to come in town, all right? And he talks about her and how he was a shoulder for her to cry on. And they were just talking at first, but he realized that he cared about her because he's usually not the shoulder for any woman to cry on. And he was that for her. And he never listened. So he feel like if I'm listening to her, I must really have feelings for her. So let's give it a try. So now Darcy is feeling like they're about to get engaged. He's feeling like I'm trying to see if I want to like really date her. Like that's where he's at, you know, with it. So they're in two different places. He goes to talk to his sister, and either the sister's friend or his friend, and they discuss how Tom has been a ladies' man this whole time, and how is Darcy any different. And he says that she's special and everything, but that they are on two different planes with this relationship, and that Darcy lives in fairy tale land. She absolutely does. Let me tell you something. Anytime somebody says about their mouth and we'll live happily ever after, I want to slap the shit out them. Nobody's life is happily ever after. Nobody. Nobody's happily ever after. I promise you. Nobody. Okay? So when people say that about relationships, it makes me feel like you have no idea what a real relationship is if you categorize it as a fucking fairy tale. Because that it is not. More like Brothers Grimm, but not Disney. So when they, sit down after they've hugged and everything, he goes to get drinks. It's kind of awkward. He comes back and he asks, so am I all that you expected? And she said, you're better. She was like, yeah, he's not in the gym, which is what she likes. But, the energy is good. She's feeling a connection, and he's a nice guy. And what that means is he's English, he has an accent, he has nice hair, he's to do, and your feelings are already invested. So here we are. It doesn't even matter that you're fat, and I didn't know you were. Like, not really fat, y'all. He's just not in shape. He's not what he showed her on the pictures, and has the audacity to, make her feel insecure about herself. See what I'm talking about, Darcy? If you have respect for yourself the way you should, being as beautiful as you are, you would not allow anybody to treat you like this. Like, you walking through the door giving every fucking thing to him, okay? Filters or not. Darcy and her sister are both very beautiful women. So Darcy's lack of confidence is just so exhausting to me. Like, bitch, you have no reason to be like this. Like, you have no reasons to be like this. So when he tells her he got her own hotel room, she's kind of upset about that because this is when she realizes they're not in the same place. And I just kind of feel like, why do you even want to be in a hotel room with him? You just meeting him in person. Why do you even want to not have your own personal space? Like, that's stupid to me. To me, I don't trust anybody. I don't care how much I've been talking to you. I don't trust anybody enough to stay with them after I'm first meeting them that night. I don't care. No. You should have been perfectly fine with getting your room, but she felt some type of way. So y'all, Angela works my spirit, and she went to an immigration lawyer because she wants to get more information, as if, she hasn't done enough research as it is on how to get Michael over here. And when it's understood that there's going to be $7,000 additional dollars on top of more paperwork and time, and it's already been a year with her trying to get him a K-1 visa, she's wondering if maybe she should cancel the trip because Michael has not been answering her phone calls all day. His birthday was coming up. He promised that he would wait to celebrate his birthday for when she got there. But instead, he went out with his friends and didn't answer her phone calls. So she knew what was going on. And then he left a message saying that, he's at the club right now. He knows he said he wouldn't go, but he did. He'll call her when he leaves the club. So now she's pissed off. She talks to her coworker about it. And her coworker is like, man, he's 31 years old. If I was 31 in Nigeria, I'm going party too. I'm going to the club too. But I ain't going to tell her that because she's going through something. Okay? Because she always wants to try to be like, it's so messed up and he's always lying. And granted, he is always lying, but you are always taking him back. You are always okay with it. Angela, you just want to be on reality TV. After I saw all them clips of you on Jerry Springer and Maury and shit, bitch, go to bed. You just want to be on the show. That's why you back with this Michael bullshit. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It's just a lot. And you say you're not thirsty, but you act thirsty, sis. You act thirsty. Corey, the attorney, wants her to stop being so trusting, which means stop being so stupid. And and I think she should. Like, she's now, rethinking whether she should bring him here, and I feel like she shouldn't. But once she gets him on FaceTime, and he says, it was his nephew's birthday too, and that's why he went out. Angela says that he's always lying. And she asked, did he see all the phone calls that she left? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, and you sat there and ignored my phone calls? And he was like, yeah, because I knew you was going to be mad. So I was like, let me just wait until I leave here to hear all of that. Y'all know how children do. So she said that, you went out with those goofball friends of yours. Y'all know she mad because the friends was telling her how men in Africa usually expect to be head of household. And she was like, well, I ain't going to be like that and all of that. And so the men were kind of like... So she was mad at them. Look, that one that was talking, that was a cute somebody. I was like, oh, you was good looking, ain't you? But I'm married though. Just saying, he was cute. She says that he constantly lies throughout their whole relationship, and he says he partially lies throughout their whole relationship. She said, oh, that makes me feel way better. She says, you are killing this relationship, Michael. And he says, I will make it up. I promise. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Mwah. I'm like, oh, soup coolers, first of all. But I just be looking at them like, oh my God, y'all are like the worst. Angela and Michael are the fucking worst. So Rebecca and Zied. So, y'all, Rebecca was losing her shit when she got in the car because she had to drive, because even though he has a license, he has to been driving for 5 years before he can drive a rental car, and he hasn't been driving that long, so she had to drive the rental car, and they drive crazy as shit where they are as well, so that's a struggle. So it's only been like 5 minutes, and already she's comparing him to the ex, saying that he doesn't seem as crazy as her ex. I'm like, you've only been with him for 5 minutes. How could you possibly know that? So he's worried about having sex with her because she's a grandma. I said he called her a grandma. He actually called her a grandma. Oh, okay. I mean, you knew she was a grandma before she came out here for you. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so they, of course, stayed in the same hotel room. They were not supposed to. And it's the morning after, and they had sex, and she says it was good. He was passionate. He was attentive. And I was like, that's because he's been fucking. Zied has been out here tasting things, okay? Obviously not as traditional as a lot of the other men on the show that have either the same religion or from the same region, because I don't have it written down right here. It'll be behind me somewhere where Zied is from, but right now in the moment I can't remember. But of course, if I say the wrong thing, somebody's gonna comment down below and correct me as if I give a fuck. Does it even really matter? Just fucking reality show. Give me a break. So she says that she doesn't want things to end up the way it was with her previous relationship, and she didn't ask enough questions. So they go and smoke some hookah at this really cool little spot, and she asks questions. She's like, have you ever been married before? Have you ever had like a serious relationship? And he says that he was with a girl for 2 years, and when they broke up, he found out she was with all of these men. Now, the way he said it, it didn't sound like he was saying that he was cheated on, but the way Rebecca explained it was that the girl was cheating on him, and he found out after the fact. And she says that, well, her ex was very jealous, and she never gave him a reason to be. And he's like, look, can I tell you something? I'm not your ex, okay? And I am a jealous guy because I want you to only be for me, but I'm not gonna like be mad at you. Like, that's what he was trying to explain to her, that he wouldn't be angry with her. And I'm like, child, wait on it. Wait on it. Because I feel like he's telling you he a jealous person. So it's only gonna take, a moment or so before you really find out. But she is still nervous because she has not told him yet that she's still married. Child, that's going to be an issue. So we met Benjamin this episode. We had not met Benjamin yet. He is a church-going nerd. He's about to get ordained to be a minister. He has a 5-year-old son named Grayson. He has a ex-wife who he hates. He don't hate her. They got 50% custody, but she cleaned him out in the divorce. Actually filed for divorce on their anniversary. He says it's really hard for him to talk about. Seems kind of nerdy, but it doesn't seem like he's gonna let somebody walk over him the way, like Caesar lets the Maria girl, milk him for everything he's got. But he met Akini on a dating app, and he thought Akini was gorgeous, and he didn't know if it was really her. He thought he might have been getting catfished because she's the one that sent him the message. So eventually they did, FaceTime, and he asked her to send him a picture with her doing the Spock. I can't do it, y'all. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I can't do it. Like, my hands won't my hands won't do that. Like, I be trying, but my hands won't do that. Either way, nobody has like a picture of that just in their file cabinet. So that's what let him know it was really her. And then they FaceTimed, and he saw it was her. She got big old lips, dimples, beautiful girl. So now he's going to Kenya to see if it's real. She's never dated a white man, first of all. She seems very childish. Like, in their phone conversations, I was like, bitch, what are you, 17? Like, she's actually like 26, but she comes off like a 19-year-old. So he says, he's pretty fly for a white guy, even though she's never dated one. And then when he starts to ask about cultural things that he should know about, she says that if he comes into the house with his shoes on and he doesn't take them off, then her dad will chase him out of the house with a machete and tell him never to come back, okay? Then there's a bride price, which is basically a dowry, and he has to pay a certain amount to marry her. A lot of, other countries have dowries for their women, especially when they're coming from, America. That's why I think it's so funny that everybody be like, oh, we got to make sure it's not about money. But in a lot of these countries, they're very old-fashioned with, you got to buy us some cattle or some grain or give us some damn money to take our daughter, okay? This is a hand right here. This is help that you're taking from us, okay? So he's worried about being able to afford it. So he goes to the bank to make sure his card and his checks will be able to work once he gets in Nigeria. And he finds out that as far as checks are concerned, it's up to the discretion of whatever bank that he goes to. So it's probably important for them to bring cash and things of that nature. But he only got $2,000 in his account. And after he finished paying his bills and paying for the trip, he's only going to have $1,000 left. So I don't know what the translation of money is. Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what the money is in Nigeria. But something makes me feel like you ain't going to be able to afford it either way. You don't seem like you got enough money for it. But I don't understand why he's so worried, because I'm like, why not just come back to America, save up your money, and then go back when you got it and just keep talking? Like, y'all been talking. What's the problem? So he talks to his friend Desiree, who comes over to help him pack. And she's worried about how Akini will be with his son. Because the truth is, he has no idea what type of stepmom this girl is going to be. And he says it would be devastating if it didn't work out because she, couldn't mesh or blend well with the family he already has. So y'all, Caesar. Oh, Lord, Caesar, y'all. Caesar has his friend Yami come over to help him pack. And Maria still has not sent her flight itinerary because she still has not purchased her ticket. And Yami doesn't think Maria will show up to Mexico. Doesn't think she'll show up at all. And then Caesar pulls out the ring that he plans to get down on one knee and propose to Maria with. And he's completely oblivious to common sense, okay? So it's the day before he's supposed to go to Mexico. The friend then told him, I don't think this is going to work out. But, they're trying not to stump on his dreams because he's a romantic and, he's hopeless. Like a penny with a hole in it. So the day before he's supposed to go to Mexico, she still has not bought the flight. And when he asks why, she says, because if I get the ticket after, I won't have any money to get my hair done or my teeth or cosmetics or clothes. And it's like, first of all, bitch, you need to come with the teeth you already have. You need to do your own hair. You need to already have fucking clothes. I'm paying for your ticket. If you need more money, then I guess you need to send me back the money I already gave you then for the plane ticket since you're not coming. Like, that's that dumb shit to me. So he agrees to send her more money in order for her to get her ticket. Okay, so just use the money that, I gave you, and I'm going to send you some more money for the ticket. That's what he says he's going to do. Now, I feel like, bitch, what do you need to get done to your teeth? Like, what do you need to get done to your teeth? You need to brush them. That shouldn't cost you no money. You should already have a toothbrush and toothpaste, bitch. Okay? And as far as your hair, you ain't got a flat iron, hoe? Really? Really? You need to wear the clothes you already got. She doing way too much. She's just giving him excuses so that she doesn't have to go. That's all this is. She's trying to see how much she could possibly get out of him before this is over. Because obviously after 5 years, he's beginning to become impatient. Okay? So when it's time, to go, after he didn't say he gonna send her the money, now she's saying that it's her mama's birthday. And maybe she can go on the 15th or the 16th, which is in 2 weeks. And the client who he's telling all his business to is like, okay, well, text her and tell her that on the 15th and the 16th, you're going to get her tickets. You're going to get the plane ticket yourself and purchase it for her so that she has no excuse but to come. And she was like, well, what about my hair and all of that? And he was like, well, use the money that I've already sent you for that. And I'm going to get you a brand new plane ticket. He get home and look at the plane tickets from the Ukraine to Mexico. The shit cost $1,600. He bought it without even thinking about it. Mind you, hasn't paid the rent, electricity, cable, internet, water, nothing. Ain't paid not a damn bill. Ain't gonna spend $1,600 on an additional plane ticket because this bitch took your money and didn't get a plane ticket because she wanted to use every excuse in the book not to actually come through. So now he hasn't given her any space, but he's also broke. He was already broke, y'all. I cannot with Caesar. I feel like you deserve every bit that you're getting because you're stupid. All this hopeless romantic shit is bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. You being stupid and you're happy to be stupid. And that's fine, because I'm not going to feel sorry for you, Caesar. Drain them dry. But yeah, y'all, that was it. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one.